Hello there! Korean beauty has been one of the biggest trends of the last few years and I've always been interested to give it a try. So many of you have recommended different brands and products, so I'm excited to finally be testing some. I had a mini shopping list to track down in Asia last year at the end of my travels, but unfortunately a major travel emergency meant I missed that chance, so I was so surprised and happy when YesStyle reached out in January and asked to work with me. So this video is in paid partnership with them, but I got to handpick all of the products I had my eye on to review honestly. Many of you will know I'm a huge fan of minimal makeup, cream blushes, sheer lip products, and multitasking items. So the overall mindset of Korean beauty is a pretty perfect match for my style. YesStyle is an online beauty store with a huge range of K-beauty brands. They had all of the products you'd recommended to me and a lot of skincare bestsellers, but I chose to focus on a mini makeup edit. I've been testing all of these for the last month, so I've been able to give them plenty of thought and wear time. Let's do it. Cream blushes are up first. 3 Concept Eyes, or 3CE, was without doubt the most mentioned K-beauty brand in my YouTube comments, namely this product, the Take a Layer Multi-Pot, a multitasker for lips and cheeks, and eyes. Described as an airy matte formula, I'd say it has a cream to powder feel and it is very, very matte. A bit drier than I usually like on cheeks, so it's best on freshly moisturised skin. I went bold with the shades Scarlet Red, a very bright tomato red, and Common Time, a really, really vibrant tangerine orange. A lot brighter than I thought they'd be, so a light layer is plenty. 3CE also make a blush cushion in a standard cushion blush compact with a little puff, but I always pat my fingers straight onto the sponge. I much prefer this 3CE formula actually, super creamy and light, dewy and very sheer. This is the shade Peach, but it's a really light pale peach. Looks very fresh on fair skin and I quite like it on eyes too to add a slight tint. Tony Moly are famous for their cheeky fruit and animal skincare packaging, but I was intrigued by this cheek tone cream. Reminds me of Pantone paint swatches. The shade Mood Rose had me hooked just from the name, but the formula surprised me. The compact looked like it would be a fairly firm cream blush, but this is so soft to touch. A lovely soft neutral pink that blends really well on cheeks and works nicely as a cream shadow too. 2 more cream blush compacts to finish this chapter. The Arataum Sugar Ball Cushion Cheek Colour is another lovely, smooth, light, creamy formula. Bypassing the puff to swirl my fingers around, this feels creamy and cooling on the skin. Number 3 Daisy Coral is a fair but fresh shade on cheeks. The last cream blush was the most peculiar formula. Holika Holika Jelly Dough Blusher sounds like an ideal jelly texture, but the surface of the product looks like a powder. It is actually a cream, but the whole thing is very cushiony, so don't press too hard. Nudie Jelly is so fair that you don't get much colour payoff. It's an orangey nude with a slight shimmer, so I actually prefer this on eyes. Moving on to lips and a range of water light tinted lip products. A quick note up front that all of these are very strongly scented. Sweet, fruity, sherbety flavours that really stand out, so just something to be aware of. Laneige is leading the way in the K-beauty world with their lip sleeping mask and other hit skincare products. Their water drop tinted lip balm is exactly what you'd expect. Light, tinted, smooth and sweet. The shade Juicy Plum is more like a bright baby pink. Quite a lot of shine, but not sticky. The Laneige two-tone tint lip bar, tongue twister, ended up being my favourite lip product overall. The idea behind the two-tone structure is a bitten look with more intense colour towards the inside of your lips. Remember to flip it upside down when you do your top lip, but you can also use it the other way around to add more colour. Tomato Sherbet is such a great, bright, warm red, a tone I've really embraced this summer. Moving on to Etude House, who are famous for these Dear Darling tints. They're both the same water gel tint formula, I believe, but one is in a tube and the other is in this ice cream look packaging. They apply like a true watercolour tint, very light and sheer. Lovely when first applied, but I did find that they wore off quite quickly on me and they dry down to feel a bit sticky, so they'll cling to any dry patches on your lips. Chili Red is a striking, bright blood red shade, and Watermelon Red is perfectly titled. A bit of warm red in there, but it's quite a bold hot pink. I was sold just from the title of this Etude Water Light tint, and Bitter Rose, a pretty berry-toned neutral, is one of my favourites of this whole video. This is seriously scented, a strong grape that reminds me of Hubba Bubba back in the day. It feels more creamy and pigmented than the other tints, did dry to feel a little bit sticky, so applying lip balm first really helps. Finishing with the Peri Pera Airy Ink Velvet, one of the most renowned K-beauty products for its soft stain look. This is the shade Glimpse Brick Brown. I'd seen photos online that made it look like a great brick red, but it's definitely more of an orangey brown that doesn't particularly suit my skin tone. The texture was nice though. It surprised me because I expected it to dry down like a liquid lipstick, but it never really dried, just stayed smooth and velvety. A quick eye product to add to. I love cream eyeshadow pencils and wanted to give the BBR Last Auto Gel Eyeliner a try. Some swatches online made me think this was an eye crayon, not an eyeliner, but the good news is it's smooth enough to scribble all over and blend with your fingers to make the Juliette Rose Pretty Pinky Peach pop. Thank you so much to YesStyle for partnering with me for this video. I loved getting to play with Korean makeup for the first time and they had such a huge range to choose from. Overall, the standouts for me were the Laneige two-tone tint lip bar, 3CE blush cushion, and a Etude water light tint. I'd love to hear from any Korean beauty connoisseurs, so please let me know if you've tried any of these products and share your recommendations in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.